Hi there. Today we have got a very special Christmas treat, boys and girls. We're going to have a look. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that the band Hanson have apparently released a number of Christmas albums, 2 to be precise. And I also mentioned that fact was brought to us by our friend Flora Smith, who is a big Hanson fan. Goes to all of their recitals. Owns Spotify, which hosts all of their music, and presumably is a big fan of Finally It's Christmas. There they are. They've grown up. Whether that's a good thing for them or for society, I don't know. Let's see if this has all the quality of Mbop. Or even the lesser known Penny and Me, which came out in 2004, and some of my friends genuinely went to see Hanson live on that tour, and that's why I moved to the other side of the country. Let's have a listen, shall we? Bit Beach Boys. Fucking hate the Beach Boys. Now it's a bit Glee. Oh. Does anyone say finally it's Christmas? It's not a common phrase. Everyone's waiting for someone to say Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas or Feliz Navidad, as them and every other fucking cashing in bastard seems to say in their Christmas songs. Finally it's Christmas? If you're in London or in Santa Fe, you need the snow to fall on Christmas Day. Now, it never fucking snows in London at Christmas. I lived in London for 6 years, it never fucking snows. It snows in February, buggers the tube, even though that's underground, that's a whole other fucking thing. I mean, we can move on to that if you want. The state of the transport in this country, when it snows, the small amount of snow we get, and the fact that it falls apart, is something of frustration, especially when you're working and reliant on public transport, as I have been for my entire professional career. It can cause real issues because we've all got jobs to do. We've all got to kind of make money, and unless you're lucky enough to own a company yourself that is successful as well, because there are pressures if you own a company and you're reliant on travel and snow causes havoc with transport. I mean, you're not going to make any money that day. And that can be a real problem. If you're self-employed, there's a real issue. So unless you are a fat cat sat at the top of a company, you don't have to worry, because you're probably off somewhere sunny, like Santa Fe. And that's going back to the point. If you're in Santa Fe, you probably don't give a fuck if it snows at Christmas, because it's not going to snow at Christmas anyway, because you're in fucking Santa Fe. The climate does not lend itself to snow year round, let alone at Christmas. But chances are you're there earning a decent amount and not really worried. You're probably just having a nice Christmas. You probably afford a snow machine. So if you need it to snow, you can probably allow yourself to. I'd be back to the song. Feels like we've been waiting all year I mean, where to start? Flying North Pole to Tulsa on a non-stop there. So if you're ever wondering where Father Christmas starts, it's in Oklahoma, the Bible Belt, which doesn't make sense really because technically it's Christmas earlier elsewhere in the world. I mean, we're probably 6 hours ahead of Tulsa in the UK. Australia is probably a good 15 or so hours ahead. So unless Santa goes around the world earlier, flies home to, I don't know, refuel, feed the reindeer, have a kip, and then starts again, misses out the East Coast, unless he goes to the East Coast first and then back, but that doesn't make sense. So goes to the Bible Belt before he goes to the East Coast, maybe he goes back to New York, Boston, Florida. You can see where Hanson haven't really thought this through. I mean, bless them for trying, but they haven't thought through. The other thing, the more I look at the album artwork, the boys there, you can see they're all sharing one scarf. And I have some very dark thoughts about pulling one end of that scarf and somebody else pulling the other, that I'm not going to entertain because this is a family channel. I'll happily make a video cutting off my testicles and reviewing that if I never have to hear another saxophone solo again in my life. I mean, it's no unbop, is it? Still, finally it's over.